bigger. It's badder. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a third Incredibles movie. On Friday at Disney's D23 fan event in Anaheim, California, Pixar head Pete Docter announced that the Parr family will swing back into theaters with Incredibles 3. No release date has been announced for the project. Brad Bird, who helmed the first two Incredibles movies as well as Ratatouille and The Iron Giant, is returning to develop the project. More on that next time, Docter said at the end of the Pixar segment of the Disney Entertainment panel. There's no information yet regarding the cast, but it's safe to assume that cast members Craig T. Nelson, Bob Parr / Mr. Incredible, Holly Hunter, Helen Parr / Elastigirl, Samuel L. Jackson, Lucius Best / Frozone, and Sarah Vowell, Violet Parr, will head back to the recording booth to reprise their roles from the first two movies. 2018's Incredibles 2 ended with the family suiting up together to join a police chase as Violet promises Tony Ridinger, aka Tony Loaf, that she'll be right back for their date at the movies. The scene feels more like an indication of the family's continued enthusiasm for superheroes than an actual cliffhanger. But then again, so did the Underminer's arrival in the original 2004 movie, and the sequel ended up picking up right where that left off. So it's entirely possible that Incredibles 3 will open with Violet getting back to the theater. Elsewhere in the D23 panel, Docter also discussed Pixar's other upcoming projects. First up was the newly revealed Dream Productions, an Inside-Out spin-off TV series set between the two hit movies. The show will revolve around the emotions, producing dreams in Riley's head on a film/TV soundstage. The studio's next theatrical release will be Elio, a sci-fi movie centering on a shy young boy, Jonas Kibrabe, who embarks on an intergalactic adventure as he represents Earth in an interplanetary organization called the Communiverse. Zoe Saldana was announced as part of the voice cast, playing Elio's aunt. The movie will be released on June 13, 2025. Docter also teased Pixar's first-ever long-form TV show, Win or Lose, which will follow the same Little League softball game from a different player's perspective in each episode. Docter described the series as something unlike anything we've done before. The show hits Disney Plus on December 6. The studio also revealed the official logo for Toy Story 5, which is currently slated to release in theaters on June 19, 2026. Pixar veteran Andrew Stanton, who co-wrote the original Toy Story and directed Finding Nemo and WALL-E, is directing the project. This time around it's Toy Meets Tech, Stanton said, adding that the film will feature numerous Buzz Lightyears stuck in toy mode. Docter also unveiled the first concept art for Hoppers, a new theatrical movie that will be released on March 6, 2026. The film will follow a gang of animals who must defend themselves against Mayor Jerry, voiced by John Hamm. Bobby Moynihan and Piper Curda will also star. Docter previously teased further Incredibles projects in a conversation with Entertainment Weekly about the future of Pixar. Clearly, that's a super entertaining world, he said. Brad Bird and Pixar's former chief creative officer, John Lasseter, really brought some great stuff that was original to that genre of family on the mundanity of having dinner, carpooling to school, or whatever in superheroes. That feels like it definitely has more to play with. Bird told EW that he didn't have concrete plans for a third Incredibles while promoting the second film in 2018, but did say that some unused ideas from Incredibles may second be worth exploring in the future. They took a year off our schedule, so if an idea didn't work quickly, you had to just kill the darling and move on to the next. And I killed like a city full of darlings, he said. You know, you never say never, because there might be an opportunity to use it. Maybe the idea shows up in a different film. There was an idea I had for an animated version of the Spirit that I ended up using in The Iron Giant. You never know how these things are going to get repurposed. There were a lot of ideas that we had on this film that could be used, whether it's another Incredibles film or something else. Jackson was a little more excited about the prospect of a third movie, particularly if it explored the early days of the relationship between Frozone and Mr. Incredible. That would be cool, to know why Lucius is this lovable uncle figure, and how long he and Bob have known each other, and what kind of things did they get into, he told EW, failing to heed Edna Mode's advice to never look back as it distracts from the now. Did they meet because they were superheroes? Did they meet one night by accident? Or did they just meet naturally and come to find out, oh, you're a hero too? Bird hasn't directed a film since Incredibles 2, but has been developing his long-gestating passion project Ray Gun for several years at Skydance with ousted Pixar head John Lasseter. No word yet on whether Ray Gunn will materialize before or after Incredibles 3.